Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens, that's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Happy holidays, everybody, and what a treat we have for you tonight on the PSP Network, as across the network, a triple header of WDA boys hockey, and all games produced and broadcast right here in the Bismarck-Mandan area. Should be a great night of hockey if you are a hockey aficionado. Tonight from the Starion Sports Complex should be just a doozy. The Legacy Sabres come across the Big Muddy with a nice 5-2 overall record, and they square off against the homestanding Mandan Braves. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Welcome you to it. Alongside Mike Peluso, Todd Domries. These two teams, Mike, they just have a knack. It's 5 of the last 8 have been one-goal games. We've seen shootouts. We've seen overtime. It's just one of these kind of styles make fights, right? And the styles that these two teams play, it just ends up being a close hockey game just about every time.
Yeah, I would think it's going to be, very reminiscent to a lot of the old-time Bismarck Century games. These have all turned into rivalry games now, and it's going to be exciting to watch. You kind of got one hockey team that's kind of led by one line, and you got another team that's pretty young, and they're relying on everybody. So it's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, Legacy, their 2 losses on the season, one EDC team and then Minot, and Mandan, the lone blemish on their slate, was a 1-0 loss up at the Mesa Arena. And so we'll get to the standings in just a second, but while the teams are out here completing their warm-ups, let's jump right into our player profiles tonight. First one brought to you tonight by Planet Pizza. Been around for 25 years, largest laser tag playground in the region. Giant lunch buffet, and they deliver. Call them now, 701-852-1700. And let's talk about one of these young guys for the Mandan Braves. They got a line of just all sophomores, and the guy that's putting up points right now, leading them, the sophomore Ben Mock, centering that second line. And what have you liked from Ben Mock thus far, Mike?
I've watched him play quite a few games already, and he's energy. He's going to be a guy that's going to go to work, and just like any sophomore coming in, they had a pretty successful Bantam team last year. They did very well. And, kind of a touted group. So certainly excited to see where he's headed right now. He seems like he's figuring out the high school speed pretty well. And, it's going to take him some time to, maybe get to where, a couple of the kids over on the Legacy side. But, that's the one nice thing about youth. You'll get there.
Yeah, and, 2 goals, 5 assists. And he's leading right now the Mandan Braves. And, is that something that Coach Winkle and Coach Cheetah, you come into it and you got sophomores, it's their first really varsity experience, and do you think, 5-6 games in, that one of your young sophomore kids is going to be your leading point getter through 5 or 6 games?
It's a lot of times from a high school coaching standpoint, you don't expect it, but if it does happen, like in their case, it's definitely a breath of fresh air, because you're always counting on the youth program, so to speak, to feed your program, and they've done a good job over here, and the results are in the making right now, so it's pretty exciting.
Player profile for the Legacy Sabres tonight, brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. UPS store in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. And let's talk about a guy. We talked about Beckham Preston McKay, who got hot to start the season, but equally as hot the last 3 games has been none other than Ben Garley. 2 goals in 3 consecutive games, and all of a sudden, Ben, you know what it's like to get on a streak, right?
Yeah.
You've probably been on a couple of them, but
man, a few.
It just seems like every spot you're shooting for, it goes there, and puck finds its way into the back of the net.
Yeah, you'll run into those streaks where it just seems like everything you touch turns to goal, but you'll also run into streaks where you're hitting posts or hitting knobs of goalie sticks or missing empty nets, but if you just stay focused, and you have to, especially in a high school season, there's just not enough games to really find yourself into a maybe a slump. So you gotta, if you are slumping, you gotta pull out of it pretty fast, especially at the high school level with only 20 some games.
Yeah, Ben Garley right now, he's still behind Beckham Presley McKay, who's got 16 points to lead Legacy, but Ben with 10 goals, 5 assists, and 15 points early on here for the Sabres. And, a senior, one of those 12th graders, those guys that you're going to lean on to be a leader on the team. And, he I'm sure Coach Farragher and Coach Davison, that top line is I don't know what else you could say about them, but they've been electric.
Well, they have been, and that's especially in a high school roster. You gotta find scoring, and when you got a line that can put the numbers up like they're doing, it definitely makes you breathe a little easier because you basically go into a lot of these games and you're like, man, if this line can get us 3 or 4 goals, get another line to chip in 1 or 2, hey, we should win that hockey game, and I'm pretty sure that's how they feel over there.
Yeah, and Legacy, we had them a couple nights ago where I'd say there was a pretty level contest between them and Century, but except for about 5 minutes of ice time. And then they really stuck it to the Century Patriots in those small increments. But other than that, it was a pretty equal hockey game. And so, the Sabres, both these teams, Legacy lost kids that went on to play 16U and had a good senior class as well, kids that went on to play college athletics and whatnot. But Mandan was more just a big senior class and a good goaltender that Bennett Langgang and then Dom Kautzman. I mean, they just keep bringing up goaltenders that keep stopping pucks. Now you got Cooper Anderson and Jacob Walsh back there for the Mandan Braves. So lots to like here as we roll on with our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. I'm going to run through some of the top scorers, the top goalies, some of the stats from around the league. We'll give you the standings, and we'll have our keys to the game. As I tell you one thing, the barn is going to be electric tonight here at Starion Sports Complex in Mandan. These two teams evenly matched. Should be one whale of a hockey game tonight. Good to have you tuned into the PSP Network. More of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show after this break.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Is proudly brought to you by
How about you dim the lights and give us a little ambiance here at the Starion Sports Complex in Mandan as we get set for the Sabres and the Braves. Braves on home ice tonight, man, and they're if you're coming in late tonight and you're just tuning us in as you're in on the drive, you better get here because there aren't going to be too many seats left. They're going to be piling in beside us, Mike, as this one should be good. I think I asked you this before. You have driven the Zamboni as many times as you've been around the rink. You've driven the Zam?
I've driven the Zam pretty much all over the country, if you can believe that one. I got a couple stories that blow your mind about driving Zambonis.
All right. Tonight, we probably won't need that. Some other night when it's like 8-1 or something, yeah. I don't think it's going to be an 8-1.
All right, we'll keep that one in our back pocket.
Game tonight.
But I got some good ones.
All right, it's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services, 15-minute oil changes. Stay in your car. Lundin's have been taking care of cars in Minot and Bismarck for 25 years. You can find them online at VIOC and use their stores in Minot and Bismarck for your oil change and car care needs. All right, fans. Talk about these standings. We mentioned them to you a moment ago. Tonight brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership, where you can find them online at driveryan.com. Out west, Minot United, unblemished in the conference, 7-2 overall. Then you got Legacy and Mandan amongst that group, along with Jamestown that has kind of just slipped ahead of the pack. Then you got Williston, Bismarck, Century, Dickinson, Bottineau Rugby, and Hazen Beulah rounding out the West standings. And one thing I want to ask you about, Mike, is there's been several teams that have chosen to play conference games with a JV unit that has played those games. And for the most part, I don't remember a situation where it's come back to haunt the team. And that just happened to the Century Patriots. Century went up to Hazen Beulah with their JV squad and lost in overtime in a shootout, and so got 1 point out of the trip. And so teams have been doing that for years, because they do it because they want to go play other games and everything else and save games for your varsity. And they've still been able to get the points with the JV team, and now that changed. And so, hey, no knock against the coach, but it was going to happen at some point in time.
Oh, it's bound to happen, because a lot of times when you do those schedules, you don't know what those teams are going to have, so you're kind of going based off of years past, and sometimes it's just not going to work out in your favor, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Century found out the hard way that Hazen Beulah beat him in a shootout, and so Patriots, that just kind of accentuates the fact that Century's off kind of a slow start. Bismarck High got off to a good start, the defeating Century, and the last game that Mandan had, they beat Bismarck 6-3. Legacy and Jamestown and obviously Minot. And other games we're tracking across the schedule tonight on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. You got Dickinson. The Mavericks are in town to take on Century. And you got Minot United at Bismarck High. So that Dickinson Century game is at the VFW. That one's on the PSP Network. You got Minot United and Bismarck High. That's at Wachter. And, of course, you got Legacy and Mandan. The only WDA game we got tonight, if we could have rounded up a crew and a few more cameras, we could have sent somebody to Jamestown for Bottineau Rugby in Jamestown. We'd have had them all on tonight.
You could have could have been just like the NHL Network.
And then out east, obviously, I don't think it's going to be any surprise to anybody to look at that standings throughout the course of the season and see Red River and Grand Forks Central at the top of the heap.
Yeah, again, I got a chance to coach a lot of those kids, so they certainly have a lot of talent over there. But, there's a sleeper over there, and that's Devil's Lake. I think they're going to be a team that's going to be a juggernaut over there and kind of surprising some teams.
Just what's clicking for the Firebirds? Just a good group of kids, a youth, sometimes a transfer. You just never know what the key is. What's clicking for them?
I think it's a combination of a couple things. They got a pretty good group there, and then they got a really good goaltender. And that's a recipe. And I'll tell you what, it's not an easy place to play. I know we played quite a few high school games in there. Where Bismarck High would travel up there, and you knew you were in for a dogfight. You knew you're gonna feel it when you left the building. So, I'm sure they're carrying that tradition right along. Through this year, and their record sure shows it. They're 5-1-0. That's pretty good.
Yeah, there's your WDA and EDC standings tonight, brought to you by DriveRyan.com. All right, we mentioned some of the particulars tonight. Got a lot of young fans. By the looks of the auxiliary rink over here and all the kids that are running through here talking to you, Mike, the numbers in the Mandan program must be pretty good.
Yeah, it's growing. I think we're up to 273 kids in the program right now, and it's. I'm looking at the camera right now. Every one of those kids I know by their first name already. So they're, it's awesome. They're great kids. It's been really fun to work with them all. And, I love nothing more than to see them here at the arena during these high school events, because you know what? At the end of the day, that's what they're all striving to play. They want to play, put that Mandan Braves jersey on at some point.
100%.
I mean, they can learn so much just by being around the arena.
All right, we talked about the top scorers, the top goalies. Let's take a look at those tonight. First off, your top 10 boys scorers across the state of North Dakota. And none other than Beckham, Presley, and McKay for the Legacy Sabres. Last time we had him, he was leading the state. Now he's been caught by Bennett Benson of West Fargo Cheyenne. Then you got Garley and Harrison. So, hey, man, if you got 3 guys in the top 4 and they're on one line, yeah, that's production.
Oh, absolutely. And that's like we talked about in the pregame. You know, that's their coaching staff's going to rely heavily on those guys always putting up points. Now, if you can get a couple other guys down on the other lines to chip in a few, you know, now you're looking pretty good each game.
Yeah, and you don't see anybody for Mandan in that top 5 or top 10 for the scorers, but I would just describe that as it's just a different style that Mandan plays. I'd say a little bit more defensive orientated. They take care of their own zone. They get a lot of bodies in the castle and in the house, and there's a lot of free chances in front of Cooper Anderson and Jacob Walsh. And then when they have a chance, then they spring on you and try to counter. But, man, they take care of their own end first. There's not as high scoring as Legacy is, or, frankly, some of the other WDA teams in, but it's a style that has been productive and works.
Oh, 100%. And, you know, like I said, I've watched them play quite a few games already this season, and they work extremely hard. I mean, that's such a – that's such an advantage if you can get a group of 20 guys just to give her every night, and they do that very well. And you're right, they build from their goaltender out, and they're going to be tough to play against. I mean, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And if you look at their Minot United game, I mean, it was a 1-0 hockey game. I mean, that's, you know, you don't see many of those in high school hockey, so that tells you that, you know, they're concentrating in the right spot. And that's what I'm trying to get a lot of our youth program over here to understand, that, you know, playing that side of the puck is very important for your development, and it just goes a long way.
Yeah, there's your top 10 scorers in the state right now, and let's take and shift right away to the top goalies. And probably no surprise right there that Cooper Anderson, how about those numbers? 1.5 is the goals against, and a 95% save percentage. Yeah, he's 1-1 in the season, but that one loss was a hard luck loss. I mean, he stopped 38 out of 39 shots against Minot, and for all respects, Cooper Anderson stood on his head that game.
Oh, 100%. And again, I watched him play Bismarck High here just the other day, and you know he was good in that game as well. So you know, he's a guy they're going to build around, and you know, like you said, they got to figure out how to maybe chip in a few more, you know, to give them a little bit of a cushion. You're never going to win a hockey game or when you're only losing 1-0. I mean, you got to score more than one, obviously. So it's one of those deals, but they'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's your top goalies, and those goalies stats brought to you tonight by the Goalie Glove Guy. I need some lacing or things done with that goalie mitts. Yeah, check out the Goalie Glove Guy. Well, we could have a quick second here. A reminder that PSP, this is the last night of broadcast this week for the Christmas break, and then next Monday and Tuesday, we will be live from the Winter Classic in West Fargo. We'll have all 8 outside games from the lights. And that won't just feature the likes of Legacy and Minot and Century like you see here. We're going to have some of the EDC teams on. You're going to have Marshall, Minnesota. You're going to have some other teams. So it's going to be some really cool hockey. And just the fact that you get to play outside. I mean, let's ask for a nice day, number one, because that'll be a long day doing 8 games in 2 days outside in North Dakota in December. But that'll be fun.
Yeah, but that's such a nice venue there. I mean, you're kind of protected in there a little bit too, so I'm excited. I'm excited to watch that because I think it's going to be fun for you guys to broadcast those games as well. It's a great venue.
Yeah, 100%. The team will be making their way over, and we'll enjoy bringing that to you next Monday and Tuesday. And, oh, by the way, we'll be on the air for basketball next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from right here in Mandan where the West begins, the BNC National Bank Mandan Holiday Tournament. Be sure to like and follow us on our social media platforms of Facebook, X, and Instagram. And, oh, by the way, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube platform so you know when we go live on our respective broadcasts. All right, fans, our pregame rolls on, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. timely services that don't slow you down. Find them online at VIOC.com. Come back with our keys to the game as we are getting close to the lineups, the national anthem, and we are going to drop the puck tonight. And boy, this crowd is just revved. I can just feel it.
Pretty good energy in here already.
Yeah, there is good energy in here tonight, and this will be fun, folks. Legacy and Mandan, more after this break on the PSP Network.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Seek transformation. ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling. It's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back. We elevate every space.
And invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
This page isn't a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
Oh, they just cranked up the war chant music. I thought I was in an Atlanta Braves baseball playoff game.
Remember that?
Oh, man.
That was awesome.
That is cool. That gets me fired up right there. Gets me hyped for hockey tonight in Mandan. All right, fans, time now for your keys to the game. Brought to you by... Oh, let me figure that out. There, how about that? Our keys to the game tonight brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. They're going to go through the starters, so we'll do these keys of the game, Mike. Northern Plains Heating and Air, 222-2155. Contact Dylan today and make sure your furnace is ready for winter. You're getting 56% of your production from one line. Legacy's going to have to develop that balance at some point in time. That's going to be a key for them tonight.
Yeah, they got to find secondary scoring. I mean, obviously that's first and foremost, but again, if you got a line that can kind of carry the mail for you and get you kind of a head start, that's a huge advantage. And for the Mandan Braves, hey, if you got them, smoke them, right? The hot tendies can take you a long way. And that's what Cooper Anderson is right now. He is seeing the puck well. Yeah, he is. And again, he's a guy that you can build a team around, and that's what Mandan's doing. And, if they can rally around that, they'll be able to win a lot of hockey games that way. All right, there's your Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game tonight. Balance for the Sabres.
ride the hot goaltender for the Braves. All right, your units that'll be out there first. Beckham, Presley, McKay, along with Harrison Johnson. Ben Garley for Legacy. Bo Raschke, Carter Hoon, your defensive pair. And in the net tonight for the Sabres is Brody Crumweedy. .382 goals against average, 87.4 save percentage. Sabres 5-2 and 4-1 in conference play. Now you got Isaac Jerome, Max Rude, and Carter Madison, your second line. Streibel, Cooper Schwann, Kyler Renz out there in that third line. Blaze Miller, Esslinger, and Brody Berger and Zander are your other D pairs. For Mandan, they'll start. We're going to get to the anthem here in a second. There's Cooper Anderson. You see him. All right, let's roll right into that national anthem. Want to honor America, honor our great flag, honor those men and women who serve, protect our great country with the playing of our national anthem tonight here at Star Inn Sports Complex. There's your national anthem tonight on the PSP Network as we get set for hockey. Jackson Drinkson, Braden Krause, Adam Walker will be your first line out there for the Braves. Brogan Lobeck, Caleb Olberg are your D pair, and in the net, Cooper Anderson, 1-5 goals against, 95.3 save percentage. Bareth, Mock, Keller, second line, Lobeck, Skalski, the captain, and Logan Hertz out there in that third line. Your other D pairs, Cole Gobb, Grayson Krause, Leighton Giggy, and Brady Fleck. All right, fans, thanks again to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for bringing you our pregame, and let's get set for WDA hockey tonight. Our BNC National Bank scoreboard has a little different look and feel tonight. We gave it the college try to get the normal interface hooked up and locked and loaded. But we'll just have to superimpose the scoreboard. All right, Mandan in the blacks and gold trim. Legacy in the blacks with the gold trim. Mandan in the home whites. Look like the LA Kings to me out there.
You got a little flair there.
Ben Mock cruises into the zone, and Mandan with an early offside. Tonight's offside brought to you by Minot State. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. Good to have the Domrey's twins running the cameras and producing for us tonight. Luke and Landon back from college, back from assignments in the Air Force. And Legacy's Beckham will toss it in. Right on net, Garley sniffing around the goal line. Cooper Anderson just puts a mid on that one.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how these teams kind of start this hockey game. Is it a feeling out process, or are they just all just going to get into it here?
Legacy kept the same unit out there. Mandan brought a new group out just 21 seconds in. Drinkson tries to play it on the far wall, held into the line, blocker save. Just put on net there by the Sabres. Mandan escapes the zone, out to center it comes. And back to retreater will be Carter Hoon. Wheels and deals to Beckham. Held in nicely on the forecheck there for the Mandan Braves. Legacy has it back. Out to center. Carter Madison overskates it. Legacy gets a change as Mandan just dumps it in. Drinkson pinching in. Almost a takeaway there for the Braves. Legacy comes out of the zone. Rude tosses it in deep. Isaac Jerome back against Brady Fleck. Ellingson holds the line. Jerome back deep in Gretzky's office. Jackson Drinkson sends it on the tape. And here comes Logan Hertz. He's got Brody Skalski with him. Yeah, both teams playing this pretty close to the vest right now.
Yeah, they actually are.
Legacy out to center ice. A little too far for Cooper Schwann, but they wave off the icing. Couple minutes in on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Neutral ice. Mandan, almost had a chance there. Now Hertz will fire right on net, and Brody Crumweedy has a save. With the stick, and he knocks it up into the netting. Get you a look at that one on your Ryan Family Dealership replay. Wilson just a little loose with the puck there, created an opportunity, but Crumweedy up to the task. That's the kind of save you want to have as the first one of the night, right?
Oh, just get your feet wet, feel the puck a little bit. And, again, it was a little bit of a miscue with the defense core there, but Mandan will have to try to take advantage of some of those.
Another puck off of a Legacy stick. Mandan can't convert. Wrapped back in there by Brogan Lobeck. Legacy gets organized on their own end. Brody Berger. Xander on the wall to Beckham. Turns and burns against Ben Mock. How much of an advantage is it for Mandan tonight to have that last chance to be able to match up against this Beckham, Garley, and Harrison Johnson line?
Well, I think it's huge. I mean, especially when you got a team that's so heavy, dominated with one line on offense, you can at least get guys that you feel comfortable out there against them.
Mandan will just yank it down the ice, and that will be icing. Brady Barrett just sent it down to relieve some mini pressure that the Sabres were putting on. As icing tonight brought to you by Farstead Oil. Find out how their skills sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricant, and DEF needs. Serving North Dakota, Montana, Western Minnesota since 1938. It's Farstead Oil. The dot to the glove side of Cooper Anderson and the Minot D end. Legacy wins the draw. Carter Madison taken away from him. Kraus bodied up. Madison has it, tries to stuff it in right through the blue paint. It goes. Bo Raschke fires one on net. Anderson with another save. Legacy trying to establish some zone time until Grayson Kraus has a stick on it, off the wall, held in nicely there by Hoon. Now it's on the stick of Jackson Drinkson. Comes out with Kraus and Adam Walker. Drinkson on the far wall. He's bodied off the puck. Nice play there by Carter Hoon. Walker keeps it in for Mandan. Legacy on the far wall, tape to tape. And here comes Cooper Schwann. Good stick there, however, for Mandan's Brogan Lobeck. Keeps the Sabres at bay. Now here comes Logan Hertz. Has a chance, but three Sabres converge quickly. Legacy back. And they'll throw it in. Sabres got that fourth line out there. Striebel, along with Blaze Miller. Jaden Esslinger. Striebel had a chance. That hit a stick and goes wide. 12:30 to play. Scoreless first period here from Mandan. Todd Domrey's Mike Peluso and Luke and Landon Domrey's joining in tonight. Striebel collects at center ice. He's knocked off the puck. Lobeck grabs it and sends it in. Mandan will go off, at least the D pair for a change. Legacy tipped it. They wave off icing. It's hard to say who's had the advantage thus far. I'd say Legacy maybe from a zone time standpoint, but not really quality chances either way yet.
No, it's, both teams actually are defending pretty well, and kind of what to be expected, I guess, especially if you look at what, Mandan did with Minot United. I mean, it was a 1-0 hockey game. I'd anticipate this one being very similar, although every time you and I sit up in the booth, it's usually it usually looks like more of a football score than a hockey score. So we'll see what happens.
Shots even, 2 apiece. See Coach Farragher, Coach Davison right there for the Sabres on their bench. Legacy sends one close to the net there with Carter Hoon. Ooh, almost a chance there as you had Liam Keller almost with a breakaway opportunity. Legacy sends it, or excuse me, Mandan sends it up the wall. Mock couldn't play it. Went past Barrett. And Mock again lost the stick. Back comes Isaac Jerome. Sends it out in front, but it's tipped to the corner. He was looking for Carter Madison. Mandan with Kraus returns. Got Walker with him. Kraus tries to center it right through the crease with nobody there. Lobeck tries to hold it in. Excuse me, that was Olberg that tried to hold it in. Now Jackson Drinkson in his own end, below the goal line. Up the wall to Walker. Legacy trying to establish the forecheck. Mandan trying a quick return. Instead, it's turned back around by Cooper Schwann. He got bent over backwards in front of the Mandan bench, and that's going to be our first penalty of the night. And Mandan's Adam Walker is going to be going off. Let's see if we can get you a Ryan Family Dealership replay. Look at that one. It was right in front of the Mandan bench. Well, maybe a little.
Just got his hand up a little bit on him.
A little elbowing? Yeah. Was that the call?
No, I think it was roughing.
Oh, roughing, okay. So that will send Legacy on to our first power play chance of the night. Raschke to Garley. Johnson sends it through the seam. Garley on the near wall. Back up top to Raschke. Mandan just packing it in. Stepping in is Johnson. Down on the goal line to Beckham. Harrison Johnson retreats. Comes in, comes cross ice to Garley. Back up top to Raschke. Mock was lurking there. Johnson back to Raschke, will fire high. Mandan can't clear. Harrison Johnson walking into the right dot, and that shot is tipped up into the netting. That's what Mandan does, man. They clog up the lanes.
Yeah, they do a good job of taking away the middle of the rink and trying to keep pucks to the outside. And, it forces Legacy to try and, obviously go through a lot of sticks and skates and everything else. So it does make it difficult if you can continue to play that way.
Power play tonight brought to you by Serve Pro. 24/7 emergency service, trained technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. Now here comes a developing shorthanded 2-on-1. Oh, trying to saucer one over to Kraus. Off the feed from Jackson Drinkson. Just misfired shorthanded for the Braves. Legacy back with Carter Madison. Wheels it in deep. Comes to the end around. Back out to Brody Berger. Cross ice. Hoon has it. Off the skates of Rude. Olberg tries to play it out, couldn't do it. Legacy holds it in. 30 seconds left on the man advantage for the Sabres. Shot into the breadbasket, loose out front, and Mandan will clear. Now a takeaway. Comes Liam Keller, and he will fire. And from distance, Brody Crumreedy gobbles that one up. What'd you like about the Mandan kill right here with 11 seconds left on the man advantage for Legacy?
No, it's not too bad. I mean, they're letting their goaltender see the puck, which is, key. He made a really good save earlier that he didn't see. So, yeah, they're doing the right things. They're trying to keep it at the outside. And
Legacy lost the puck. Keller Sends it back in, and we are back to even strength. Oh, a takeaway. Keller almost had it in the slot. Legacy a little loose with an outlet pass. And now right out front, shoots, score! You don't clear the puck, and it ends up on Brady Barrett's stick, and he found the back of the net for the Mandan Braves.
A good hard-working goal. You know, get the puck down low and kind of grind her out down there. And like you said, a couple turnovers, and the puck stays in the zone.
Yeah, nice play by Keller. Oh, right on the tape.
It was a great play.
As we're announcing Ben Mock, Liam Keller get the assists. Barrett has the goal. Mandan leads, but just get your Ryan Family Dealership replay as they're going off. Legacy had a chance here right off the draw. And Caleb Olberg is going to be going off. 2 minutes for hooking. Right back on the power play goes Legacy. Isaac Jerome tracks it down. Comes to the near wall. Down deep. Good stick there for Lobeck. Beckham. Oh, they tried to seam it back to Harrison Johnson. Johnson now down deep. Leaves it for Beckham. Walks right out in front. Tries to slam it home. Jerome on the backside. Up top to Raschke. Now Jerome. Back to Raschke. Steps in. One-timer. Jerome didn't get all of that. Johnson holds it. Isaac Jerome has some time and space. Comes out to the line to Raschke. 1 minute left on the man advantage. Harrison Johnson. Handoff to Beckham. Raschke. Jerome shoots it high. Will it escape the zone? No. Legacy will hold. And now they turn it over. And Mandan will send it down. Well, contrary to what have you seen out of the Legacy power plays thus far?
Well, again, and it's credit to Mandan. Mandan's keeping them to the outside, and they're trying to force some pucks to the middle of the rink. And unfortunately, that's, and I say it to hockey players all the time. I mean, the puck's only 1 by 3 inches, and it looks like you can put it anywhere. But, there's sticks and bodies and skates and shin pads. And it looks like it's easy to get there, but it's not. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to force pucks through guys.
Well, and you can almost see the frustration almost mounting a little bit here for Legacy. As they've obviously been able to move the puck wherever they've wanted to, but they don't really have a quality chance to show for it.
Right.
And now they can't hold the zone. Kyler Renz has to retreat. Gets it back over to Max Rude. Mandan back to full strength. Legacy has now gone 0 for 2 with the man advantage. Here in period number 1, Braves lead 1-0. The BNC National Bank scoreboard. Oh, now a bouncing puck. Cooper Anderson didn't necessarily see where that one was from. Off the shot from the line from Carter Hoon. Now Ben Mock tries to turn and burn for Mandan. It's sent right back in for Legacy. Brody Berger's got nobody with them. Legacy on a change. Mandan comes out to Adam Walker. Walker will toss it in deep. Ben Mock on the chase. Berger up the wall. Here comes Kyler Renz with a head of steam. 3 Mandan players back. It's sent out in front. Looking for a tip there from Streibel. And here comes Mandan. They don't have numbers as Barrett. He's got the goal in the game today. Lost the puck. Mock bodied off the puck, but then Mock just dumps it back in deep. Legacy's Blaze Miller just tosses it into the bench. Look out, Wade Davison. It's a hazardous profession.
Yeah, they're giggling about it too.
They're probably making him skate lines the last day or two in practice, and so he said, all right, coach.
That's never a safe place to stand, I ain't going to lie to you. I took a few off the hip.
Yeah, Coach Farragher and Davison getting a pretty good chuckle out of that one. Blaze Miller around the near side wall. Beckham lost the handle. Good play there by Jackson Drinkson. Drinkson in deep, looking out front to Kraus. Back to the line to Lobeck. Oh, out front tip. Score! Adam Walker just tipped it in for Mandan. That play was set up by Jackson Drinkson. Just his good work down deep. It comes out to the line. Lobeck, you just like the low shot here.
Oh, 100%. Just get it towards the net and get, that's where you get sticks and deflections and everything else on it.
Adam Walker tips it past Brody Crumweedy.
I think that's Mr. Walker's first goal.
Yeah, he missed a couple games. And so he's got his first goal of the season. Lobeck and Kraus with the assists. And Mandan has put 2 on the board here on home ice. Legacy's Harrison Johnson twists through the defense. Beckham has it now. Johnson. Jackson Drinkson. Walling it off. Oh, good play there with a good stick there by Kraus. Oh, then the puck almost got onto the stick of Beckham Presley McKay. Mandan lucky to keep that one out of the back of the net. Garley back, twists one down, and I don't know what Ben was doing there.
Little misfire, kind of rolled off his stick there. But, I'm sure Legacy's kind of scratching their heads right now. They've been on the power play 2 times here, and they've had some pretty decent looks. They haven't had, grade A scoring chances quite yet. But, you look at the scoreboard, Mandan's had 2 chances, 2 goals.
Yeah, shots 7-5 in favor of Legacy, but nothing to show for it for the Sabres quite yet. Drawn the Legacy D zone, won by the Sabres. Xander, right out in the blue paint. Now Mandan tries to turn and burn one. Still loose out front. Yeah, Caden Lobeck took a whack at it. He had Skalski lurking around there with Logan Hertz. Mandan, as Legacy just bats it out with Carter Madison, and that will go all the way down, and it'll be icing tonight. And that icing brought to you tonight by Bones Barbecue Sauce, created and bottled right here in North Dakota. Premium barbecue sauce, perfect for anything from burgers to veggies. Find it at your local grocery store, Cashwise Marketplace, and Family Fair. Mike, you want to tell us about what's going to take place here during the first intermission?
Yeah, I'm going to have to put the headsets down here quick and run down. We give all of our youth program, if they're dedicated throughout the course of the off season, to shoot 10,000 pucks. So they're going to get it's the boys' night. We did the girls the other day, but if you shot 10,000 pucks, you're going to get a neat certificate and a nice gift card to Shields, courtesy of the Mandan hockey program.
Yeah, how cool is that?
I'd have shot 30,000 if I'd have known that, especially as a kid, I would, I'd have been like, hey, what do you get for shooting, 50,000 pucks?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. I think I did that anyway without even having somebody entice me to do it.
Keller bodied off the puck. Barrett slammed into the wall. Mandan holds the line. Hoon back to collect. Nudges the pass up along the far wall in front of the Legacy bench. Back out to the line to Streibel. And Legacy pops it in and goes off for a change. Mandan quickly back with Walker. Well, he turns it, and right back comes Brody Berger for Legacy. Leaves it for Beckham. Beckham spins away from Kraus, still with possession. Tries to slip through, couldn't do it. Blaze Miller puts one wide of the net. Garley working the body. Mandan tried an outlet there to Drinkson. And just misfired on that one. And we're down to a minute and a half to play in period number 1. Mandan on top of Legacy, 2-0. Ben Garley couldn't get through a couple of defenders. Tossed on net, ushered to the corner there by the glove of Brody Crumweedy. Legacy, quick outlet. Beckham drops it for Johnson, weaving through traffic. Fire shoot, Garley right on net, and there's Cooper Anderson closing up the 5-hole. Another shot on net from the point from Raschke. And Mandan just tosses it out to neutral ice. That might have been the best pressure that Legacy's put on right there.
Yeah, a couple shots there, key opportunities. I mean, it's one of those things that it's a coach's nightmare, but you gotta, you try to train your guys that when they don't have the right numbers, when you're trying to enter like the other team's zone, you got to fight to live for another day. So maybe just put pucks in low. They had a couple turnovers, and it resulted in a couple of grade A scoring chances.
In the Legacy D end, Hoon to Madison. Yeah, good work there by the Mandan Braves. And it looks like this one is going to go into the books. Legacy tries to get one ahead to Isaac Jerome. He comes in and he goes to the backhand, and the net came off its moorings. And this one I thought it was going to go into the books. Legacy sprung Isaac Jerome.
Hey, they didn't say they quit either in the 1980 Olympic game when there was only a few seconds left in the period. I believe Mark Johnson scored when the clock ran to 0. So, yeah, you got time to score.
You get a good look at it there on your Ryan Family Dealership replay. I'm sure if you're a Legacy fan, you probably thought that there was maybe a hold there.
A possible hook or a hold.
A hold or a hook, yeah. No call. And, all right, Mike, we'll catch up with you later on as Mike will be giving out some awards here for Mandan Youth Hockey, and we'll come back with our Jerome's Collision Center intermission reports. How about that first period? For the home-standing Mandan Braves, Cooper Anderson has the saves, and Barrett and Walker have the goals for Mandan here as we're in our first intermission. BNC National Bank scoreboard, it's Mandan 2, Legacy 0. This is WDA Hockey on the PSP Network.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear, Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Breathe in. I can't believe I wrecked my car. There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Back at the Starting Sports Complex in Mandan, it's our Jerome's Collision Center intermission report. Accidents happen, they're part of life. At Jerome's, goal is to get your car and life back on the road. It's a goal that forces Jerome's to do more than just fix your vehicle. They've been doing it since 1975. Call 701-852-5126 to schedule your collision repair or other service. It's a specialty at Jerome's. They value you and your car. Good to have the folks at Jerome's on board for our intermission sponsorship on the PSP Network. All right, we're going to jump into the numbers here. First off here on our intermission report is Mandan gets goals in that first period from Brady Barrett and Adam Walker. Barrett gets his 4th goal of the season and his 6th point. And Adam Walker gets his first tally of the season and his 5th point of the campaign. Let's take a look at those numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. There you see Mandan up 2-0. Legacy out shooting the Mandan Braves 9-7 in that first period. But Cooper Anderson stops all 9 of the Legacy shots that he sees. Crumweedy with 5 saves. And Legacy 0 for 2 with the man advantage. There's your numbers from period number 1, brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. You can find them online at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. All right, Mike, back in the saddle here. Let's I'm gonna roll a couple highlights here from the first period, and a couple things you're going to see here. I would say 2 really hard-working goals, and then was Cooper Anderson just making plays here. I mean, there are a couple grade A shots there, and he was up to the task.
No, he did well. I mean, I thought overall, just like watching that whole hockey period, I thought it was very controlled by both teams. And positionally, everybody was in pretty good position. I mean, a couple turnovers, a couple mistakes there, and that, usually ends up in the back of the net, which Legacy found out. But overall, really good period of hockey.
And both these goals, I mean, there's a little takeaway. Good work on the goal line there by Keller. Boy, that's a nice pass right on the tape.
Great pass.
Yeah. Barrett didn't miss that one. And here's another save here for Anderson. They kept a lot of things at distance, but on the power play here, that was good play. And control the rebound out front, get it out of harm's way. And that's what Mandan did in that first period, and they did it well. They played their game, I think, to a T. I think if your coach is Cheetah and also Winkle, you're saying to the guys, hey, perfect. Everything we talked about, everything we've been wanting to do, you guys executed it to perfection.
Yeah, don't change. Keep doing what you're doing. It's working. Obviously, I think Legacy's probably getting a little bit frustrated, especially on the power play. I mean, Mandan's clogging up the middle of the rink pretty well, and like that sequence there in the power play. I mean, that's a coach's. That's what you want to see. Let them have the shot from outside, make the save, clear the puck, and that's textbook.
Yeah, as our Jerome's Collision Center intermission report will roll on here. Remind you that we will have the Winter Classic on the air next Monday and Tuesday. And you'll catch all 8 games that are outside at the lights in West Fargo. And that'll include games by Minot, Century, and Legacy in the Winter Classic. And we, of course, will have the Mandan Holiday Boys Basketball Tournament next week, December 29th and 30th. And a quick look at the schedule for this week. Triple header of high school hockey tonight. We've got a Legacy here in Mandan, Dickinson and Century. We'll get you some BNC scoreboard updates here, and Minot at Bismarck. And girls hoops, and actually that's boys hoops tonight, I think, is Velva at Berthold tonight. There's your schedule. Then we'll be off for the rest of the week for the holiday Christmas break. All right, our Jerome's Collision Center intermission report rolls on. Jerome's have been taking care of cars since 1975. They get your car back in fashion as quickly as possible. They value you and your time. 2-0, Mandan on top in our first intermission.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So,
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
We're back in our Jerome's Collision Center. Intermission report, Mandan on top, 2-0, and there you get a look at downtown Mandan, none other than Dykeshorn Park. Well, they do a nice job with the Christmas lights right down there on Main Street on the west end of Mandan, and yeah. You a big Christmas light guy?
You know, I kind of am. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, in fact, I was just driving through a small town the other day, and I was like, you know, I like the small town atmosphere. They got the old school candy canes and all that stuff hanging from the street lights. I love it.
Yeah, you see some cool shots here. The drone looks. You get a tractor. Man, that place is busy, too. They got hot chocolates, and, boy, the Mandan Progress Organization does it right. Got the salute to the military, and, yeah, really cool down at Dykeshorn Park. Check that out on Main Street in Mandan. All right, fans, we are back inside the Starion Sports Complex. Mandan on top, 2-0. The Braves get goals from Brady Barrett, his 4th of the season, and the 1st of the season from Adam Walker. And Cooper Anderson has 9 saves, and that's a recipe for a 2-goal lead here for the Mandan Braves. And yeah, crank it up.
There we go.
I don't know, man. That just gets me fired up.
It's a good one. I like it, too.
All right, let's see kind of adjustments Legacy makes. Get a lot of the same here for the Mandan Braves, I would presume, as we're set for second period action. Good to have you tuned into the PSP Network tonight. Todd Domrey's alongside Mike Peluso. As Legacy gets it into the Mandan zone. Kept in there by Bo Raschke. Out to the line to Hoon. Shot up into the eyeballs of Cooper Anderson. It comes over the top of the net. Legacy tries to center it out front. Mandan collects that, and they turn it out to neutral ice. Legacy back to Garley off his stick. Lobeck fires it across out in the middle. Mock turns, retreats, and Barrett will just tip it in. Legacy 0 for 2 on the power play as the Sabres try to stretch past there looking for Garley. Beckham will just dump it in. Johnson on the chase. Mandan out to Walker. Launches it ahead. Drinkson with a head of steam. Gets there first. Now on the stick of Krause. Tries to wrap around, and Crumweedy closes the door. Esslinger plays it down deep for Legacy. And now you get a hustling Isaac Jerome. Jerome turns in, shoots. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, great save.
Cooper Anderson. As Jerome went to the backhand. We'll get you a look at that one in a second on the Ryan Family Dealership replay. It looked like there was a goal mouth that was wide open there for Jerome. Bumped off the puck there was Carter Madison. And here comes Skalski. Couldn't get anything on that one. The captain was being bodied while he was trying to shoot the puck. That's center ice. Rude jostling. Jerome slams it in. Isaac Jerome's going to the bench saying, how did I miss that one?
Oh, yeah, those ones haunt you a little bit.
Streibel at center ice. And what did we get there?
Not sure. It happened kind of down here below us.
Yeah, it was right below us. Looks like the Legacy's going off. While we get a chance here, let's get you back to that Cooper Anderson save off the rush from Isaac Jerome. You see it developing here. Chipped ahead. All of a sudden, here comes Jerome wheeling in. Oh, man. How about that?
2 minutes for roughing, which puts Mandan on the power play.
2 minutes for roughing. Cooper Schwann off. And Mandan has their first crack at a power play. Legacy has a draw and sends it down. Lobeck will get it ahead to Ben Mock. Barrett. Lobeck. Keller. And Liam Keller enters the zone. To Ben Mock. Out to the line. Oh, and a sizzling wrist shot there from Cole. I'm gonna go to the pronunciation on that one. Gabe. Cole Gabe. Thank you. I heard it from a couple different folks, and they gave me conflicting opinions.
We'll go with that.
Yep. Cole Gabe into the catcher's mitts of Brody Crumweedy. Mandan wins the draw. Set up the power play here with Adam Walker. Down to Kraus. Up to the Kraus boys out there. This is Braden. Drinkson down deep out front, shoot, score! Skalski put it on a tee. That was pretty right there, folks. Let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replay. Work it down deep. Skalski out front. Adam Walker just buried his second goal of the game.
Mandan's third goal, a power play goal, scored by number 22, Adam Walker. Assisted by number 21, Brody Skalski, and number 24, Jackson Drinkson.
Well, how about that? Legacy has 2 cracks at the power play. Can't convert anything. Mandan, man, that was well set up, though. You get it down deep, one-timer right in the slot. Oh, now you get a wand. It's filleted in 2.
Perfect. Maybe I can get that one.
Is that new business for you right there?
You bet. I can fix that one. Pretty sad I'm sitting up here. Boy, I hope they break their sticks. The parents are cringing because they're only $400 a piece. So, but hey, on the bright side, you can get them fixed a lot cheaper than that.
And the wand got filleted off because there was a slash on Liam Keller, and he'll go off for 2 minutes. Legacy will have their third power play. Boy, if you want to mount a comeback, this would be the perfect way to get going.
It's almost a must score for Legacy. I mean, they got to figure out a way to get back into this hockey game. And, you know, Mandan continues to do what they're doing. They're going to keep frustrating Legacy, and it's going to be a long night for them.
Harrison Johnson put one on net. Pillow save there from Cooper Anderson. Legacy has to retreat. Johnson has it on his stick.
Ooh.
Almost a dangerous play there as Mandan wraps it off the wall. Now they got a chance. Braden Kraus leaves it for Walker, looking for the Hattie. And he fires it into the mitts of Crumweedy. A shorthanded chance there for the Mandan Braves.
Now, those guys are buzzing. I mean, that's one thing I said it earlier in the broadcast, but Mandan works hard. I mean, they come after you, and it doesn't matter if you're shorthanded or not. They're going to continue to come after you.
Get Ryan Family Dealership replay. Legacy with the man advantage. Drawing the Legacy end. Won by the Sabres. Brody Berger sets it over to Hoon. Legacy popped up their stick. as Berger carries in. Sends it back to the line to Hoon. Over to Rude. Rude. Puck was between his skates. Slapped out of there by Skalski. And I've liked the game tonight for Adam Walker with a couple goals, but Skalski has been making plays.
Yeah, he's involved every play, it seems like.
Legacy sets it up with the man advantage. They try to seam it across to Hoon. He has to collect. Drinkson bothering him. Hoon up to the high slot. Puts one on net, deflected up top. Rebound, Berger, right into the blue paint, and there's Anderson pawing it down again.
Yeah, he's getting comfortable in there. That's what Mandan wants. The more confidence Mr. Anderson's got, between the pipes, the better they can take more chances too. And that helps.
Cooper Anderson has seen 12 shots. He's stopped all 12. Bodies get tangled up. Walker, look for an arm going up there. There wasn't one. Still 15 seconds left on the man advantage. Beckham, cross ice. Jerome, up top. Raschke. Johnson fires high. Couldn't tell if Anderson got a piece of that or not. As Mandan has killed off their third power play of the night. Garley, he hit the pipe. Now the Sabres draw an iron. Garley to Jerome. We're back to even strength. Legacy has held the zone the whole time. This PK unit's been out there for a while.
Yeah, they're tired.
Legacy back out to Raschke. Tip shot, rebound. And Johnson had a tip in front. And now Legacy finally scoots one out that Crumweedy's going to play. Fires it up ahead, seeing if they can catch Mandan on a change. Legacy's got a 3-on-2 developing. Isaac Jerome pulled to the corner by Cooper Anderson. Esslinger holds the line. Legacy buzzing a little bit here, but they're down 3-0 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. No, traffic in front. Johnson has it back on his stick. Still another shot, and they shoot and score! Harrison Johnson finds the back of the net, and Cooper Anderson, I don't think, saw that puck one bit.
Well, he actually kind of got interfered with right before that, so he's obviously not happy down there. One of the Legacy players kind of skated through the blue paint and moved him over a little bit and kind of threw him off. And, you get a little traffic out in front, they throw the puck in the net, and they find the back of the net.
There's the shot from Johnson. Gets the good celly right in front of the Legacy student section. Yeah, you kind of missed that a little bit that you were just talking about right there. About our Ryan Family Dealership missed that a little bit.
NHL, that goes up top, and that's probably not a goal. That's how the world works in the game of hockey anymore. But at the end of the day, you want your guys getting to the blue paint, and that's why Legacy scored. So credit to them.
Well, Legacy's moving their feet a little bit better here all of a sudden. That's what a goal sometimes will get you. Mandan still on top, 3-1. Harrison Johnson just tallied another goal, his 6th of the season, and now he's team high with 16 points, tied with Beckham, Presley, McKay, leading the Sabres. Assist on that goal, by the way, went to Kyler Renz for Legacy. Mandan. Caden Lobeck played it. Legacy's playing a little bit more aggressive. Now they get a tip shot in front. Now they get tangled up in the net. That was interesting. Legacy tries to center it out front. Looking for Carter Madison. Blaze Miller. Now Mandan gets it ahead to Skalski. Leaves it for Hertz, and he fires. Crumweedy has that one. What did you see down there when Cooper Anderson and a Legacy player were all tangled up?
Well, my guess is, they're talking about it. They got to figure out how to get some traffic in front of him and get him off his game, because he's been very comfortable in there up until this point. And certainly once the goalies start getting bumped a little bit, they got to have a pretty good demeanor just to hold it in check, because you know, you get a goaltender frustrated, they start worrying about the wrong things, and that's certainly what Legacy's trying to get Mr. Anderson to do.
Legacy sends it down, and that'll be icing tonight. Brought to you by Val's Cyclery. Owned and operated in downtown Minot since 1960. They got e-bikes, got a sharpening center, got a fitness center. Find that all at Val's Cyclery in Mandan. Or excuse me, in Minot. Draw to the stick side of Brody Crumweedy. Mock tries to body up Bo Raschke. Legacy turns it over at their own blue line. Raschke back to get it. Hoon lofts it way up in the air. Had some backspin on it. Don't see that every day in a hockey broadcast.
No. Is it too early to call next goal wins? That's kind of how it feels right now. It just seems like whoever scores next is probably going to win this hockey game, to be real honest with you.
Harrison Johnson down deep. Tried to center it out front. Onto the stick of Raschke. He has to pirouette. Turns, lofts it in down below the goal line. Johnson down there has got Beckham out front. Johnson. Mandan's kind of on their heels a little bit here.
Yep.
Legacy's Carter Madison wheeling in deep. Tries to stuff one in on the weak side. Still loose, and Anderson closes it up. Yeah, the ice has tilted here in period number 2. After Mandan got that 3-goal lead, Legacy has now found a little bit of game, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. I think if Legacy were to get one right now, it's going to be tough for Mandan to hold them off. But if they can get one right now, I think I won't say Legacy would pack it in, but it's going to be a lot more difficult for them.
Mandan relieves some pressure. Miller settles it down. Whips it out to center ice. Isaac Jerome. Stick handling to the backhand right through the blue paint. Nobody home. Out to the line to Miller. That shot goes all the way to the end wall. Oh, good stick there by Kraus. Braden takes it away. And he wheels up to center, and he's going to draw a penalty. Isaac Jerome is going off.
Well, this could be the chance now for Mandan to kind of get themselves back into it here. They've been a little flat-footed here the last 5-6 minutes, and you know, Legacy's turned it up a notch too, so credit to them. But obviously this power play here for Mandan's big.
I'm going to let this recycle through here so you can see the whole thing here. Yeah, there it was. Wasn't much, but hey, right out at center ice.
Yeah, it's pretty visible.
In front of everybody. It's kind of like one of those tackles, in the NFL when they hold on the edge. Everybody sees those.
Oh, you mean like the holding against the Packers and the Bears?
What?
Yeah, nobody saw that. It's only on every TikTok and Facebook page I could find from the Packer faithfuls.
Isaac Jerome off 2 minutes for tripping. Oh, off the wall. Nice play, Johnson. He's got Garley on a 2-on-1. Harrison Johnson to Garley. Shoot! Score! Short-handed. The Sabres on a pretty goal from Harrison Johnson. You know what I liked the most about that was Garley took a little bit of time.
Yeah, no, he did. He made sure he put it where he wanted it.
Yeah, there you see the setup for Johnson. Let's wheel that back. There comes Harrison Johnson on the tape. Garley, bam! And just like that, it is 3-2. A shorthanded goal for Legacy. Mandan with the man advantage. They fire one on net with Jackson Drinkson. Kraus sends it up to the line to Olberg. Oh, no, I miss Kraus, and that'll come all the way down. Legacy's goal from our player profile tonight, that is Ben Garley with his team-leading 11th goal of the season. Harrison Johnson with his team-leading 11th assist of the season. Mandan still with 40 seconds on the man advantage. Kraus lost it. Brody Berger flips it out to center. Olberg wraps it off the wall. Walker back. Well, this power play for Mandan's kind of looked like the last 5 minutes for Mandan.
Yeah.
Now they get a chance with Ben Mock. Oh, and a pillow save there for Crumweedy. Blaze Miller out to the line. Lobeck can't hold it in. Now Lobeck, stick handling. Stick gets lifted. And Legacy is killed off the man advantage. Brogan Lobeck. Down deep to Keller. He's got Barrett with him. 2v2 below the Legacy goal line.
This would be the line though for Mandan to kind of get back into it. They work really well together. They're really hard on pucks.
Berger to Jerome. Oh, what a move for Isaac Jerome. Shoot! Oh, and Cooper Anderson was prone, and Isaac Jerome got stymied again.
Kind of ran out of real estate.
Let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replay. Jerome stick handling didn't get much on it, but there was some net open. If he could have gotten any mustard on that or any lumber on it, we'd have had ourselves a tie hockey game. Hoon, shot blocked out front. Brady Fleck got a hand on that for the Mandan Braves. Walker escapes the zone. Mandan turns it right back in. Now they have to retreat and tag up. Madison rips it in. And Walker. Nice tip there by Drinkson. Frees up Kraus. Kraus goes to the speed move, but Bo Raschke put a stick on him, then he throws the body at him. Drinkson, pass intercepted. Hoon will just lollipop one down. They wave off icing as Olberg plays it on the backhand to Drinkson. His pass picked off. Johnson trying to center it again, looking for Garley, and Beckham was lurking as well, along with Schwann. Now Beckham back. Beckham comes out to the line to Hoon. And his high shot over the cage. Walker to Olberg. Gabe out to center. 3 minutes to play in period number 2 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. It is Mandan 3, Legacy 2. Braves led 3-0 before 2 straight here for the Sabres.
Oh, there we go. Stay onside. There we go.
Onside, Skalski. Oh, how about that play for Blaze Miller?
Good stick.
He was the one who turned it over, but man, he hustled with the stick. Now Legacy's got a chance. Here comes Beckham wheeling in. Forehand shoot. Oh, he missed the net. Now they center it out front.
Oh.
Harrison Johnson fires. Oh, just wide. Bodies are flying out front of the cage. And now you're going to get a penalty. Going to be a delayed call against Legacy. Mandan, the delayed penalty. If the Braves can get organized, still not touched by the Sabres. Legacy's got to come
he
outside.
put it in his own net.
Oh,
you got to be kidding me.
Goodness.
Well, you don't see that every day. I've only seen that one other time in hockey. And it was actually came from the other end of the rink. It just bounced over our defenseman's stick and went all the way into the net.
With a delayed penalty, Logan Hertz for Mandan was just trying to get organized. He flipped one backwards. It hops over a stick and into the net. Are you kidding me? Watch this on your Ryan Family Dealership replay. Oh.
2 minutes to cross-check. This puts Mandan on the power play.
Well, who officially gets the goal?
I think the guy closest to the puck. So whoever was forechecking right there would probably get credit for the goal. But yeah, that's a tough break. I mean, that's I feel bad for saying the next goal wins this hockey game, but you just see it so many times in the game. I mean, they're up 3-0, down, all of a sudden now it's 3-3.
And now Mandan still with the man advantage. Harrison Johnson goes off. 2 minutes. And Mandan with their third power play of the night. Legacy sends it in deep. Kraus back to get it. Here comes the man advantage for the Braves. Braden Kraus gets around Raschke, slams on the brakes, and snaked out of there by Walker. To Skalski. Good stick there by Hoon. Walker kicks it over to Skalski. Drinkson walks it out from the goal line. Tried to get it out to Kraus, but Legacy tips it out. This is the period we got to make the long change, too, so Legacy can't get anybody off. And get a new, now they'll get one new guy out there as Beckham will come off. Ulberg carries in. 1 minute almost in the period and in the man advantage left in both. Barrett back out to the line to Gabe. Ben Mock and well, this is the strangest period all of a sudden.
Yeah, we're having some interesting ones. He's complaining that the stick got caught up in his jersey.
Watch this. You're going to get a penalty as the stick gets caught in Lobeck's jersey, and they say it's a hold. Well, there goes your man advantage, and we'll play 4-on-4 for the final, for 43 seconds of the final 48 here. Legacy will have a power play at the end of this, but 4-on-4 for the final 43. Man, has the Uncle momentum shifted here.
Yes, it has.
And into the Legacy bench it goes. An own goal. They never did make an announcement, so we'll go back to our Ryan Family Dealership replay at the break, and we'll officially get you who. We're going to make the decision tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's the guy closest to the puck. So.
It'll be the law firm,
or it's the last player that touched it for Legacy.
Sure. It'll be the law firm of Peluso and Domrey's that gets to make the decision tonight.
Well, that's one you just don't, it just doesn't happen very often, so that one's a little bit confusing.
Well, as much as you've been around the frozen pond, and you've seen that happen once.
One other time in a game I was playing in.
Man alive. Well, you always see something new when you come to the rink, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, just when you think you've seen it all.
Still playing 4-on-4 here. Mock comes in with Gabe. And Legacy for the final 4 seconds here has a man advantage. And that will do it to an entertaining period number 2. Mandan had the first tally of the period to make it 3-zip. And then somebody woke up the Legacy Sabres. They score 3 straight. And hey, Mike, you and I, we give the over-unders at 9. Every time we do a game,
yeah,
we say that there's going to be 9 goals in this baby.
We're closing in.
We were talking like 1-0. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're closing in.
Now we'll get to the numbers. And
when you score in your own net, I mean, it's just one of them things.
True that.
Yeah, we're getting goals we don't expect to get.
Yeah, we'll get to the numbers and much more as our Jerome's Collision Center second period intermission comes up next. 3-3 after 2 periods from the Starion Sports Complex in Mandan. This is WDA Hockey on the PSP Network.
Brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Buchanans, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
Here we go. Kemple, the scoop. No, he went up and got it.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick.
Back in our Jerome's Collision Center intermission report, Legacy came storming back. Mandan had gotten up 3 goals as the Braves got tallies from Barrett and then Walker before Legacy answers with a Harrison Johnson goal and then 2 from Ben Garley. The latest one was the own goal for Mandan that we've officially determined that Ben Garley was the closest Legacy Sabre to. So it's our Jerome's Collision Center intermission report. Get to some BNC scoreboard updates here along with the halftime or intermission highlights and our stats as always. But man, you unpacked that period and there was a little bit of everything.
There really was. It was interesting.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, we had power play goals. We had shorthanded goals. We had
sticks stuck in jerseys.
A goal that never really seen before. So yeah, we had it was interesting.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Just come to the rink. You'll see something that you've never seen before. All right, here's the numbers after 2 periods. We're all knotted up at 3. Legacy's out shooting Mandan 20-13. Cooper Anderson with 17 saves. I apologize for the music blaring into your living room. Anderson with 17 saves. Crumweedy with 10 saves. Legacy 0 for 3 on the power play. Mandan got that sweet power play goal. And Jackson Skalski put on the tape of Adam Walker, and he buried it. As there's your numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. You can find them online at driveryan.com. All right, let's roll through a few highlights here. First, let's give you a live look in as we're going to take a glance over across the big money into, how about, it was 1-1. We checked it a moment ago, but the Mavericks have put one on and have taken a 2-1 lead now over the Century Patriots with 14:03 to play in the 3rd period. Well, that'll be a big win if the Mavericks can pick that one up on the road. And the other games that we're tracking today on that BNC Bank scoreboard, 6-0 over at the Wachter South Complex in the capital city is Minot High is leading the Bismarck Demons 6-0. Now there's your live look in tonight. Let's get back into our intermission report. All right, I guess, man, if you're Mandan and you had Legacy just kind of put it to you, I'll say the last half of that 2nd period, what are you doing here at halftime to kind of right the ship?
Well,
in the intermission to right the ship.
Yeah, no, I think the biggest message you'd have to relay to the kids is obviously that wasn't a very good hockey period. So you got to erase it from your memory block. It's a 0-0 hockey game with 1 period to play. So if they can come back and play like they did in the 1st period, and get some pressure going again, they can turn the ship the right way. But they lost momentum and they just never really got it back. So. Again, I feel bad that I had made the comment that the next goal wins this hockey game because it's kind of playing out that way at the moment. But Mandan can fix that. I mean, they can change that. But you gotta erase that from your memory. The 2nd period is what it is. It's done and over with. Move forward and start fresh here in the 3rd.
And I see some Ryan Family Dealership intermission highlights here. Here's that first goal for Legacy that kind of just opened the gates a little bit as Harrison Johnson is. Cooper Anderson was kind of jostling with a couple defenders there. And that put Legacy on the board. And then here you see the goal that put Mandan up 3-0. You get it down the goal line. Skalski on the tape, Walker, and he slams it home. Pretty goal there for Mandan. Put them on top 3-0, man. But then here was the third and tying goal. Yeah, just they try to back pass it on a delayed penalty. And in the net it goes. Ben Garley, as we said. It's officially credited with that goal. Here's the pretty one. Harrison Johnson sends it across and a one-timer for Garley. He didn't miss it. Made it 3-2. Yeah, that's the way your second period looked. And thanks again to Jerome's. Oh, that's not the right one. Beg your pardon. Thanks again to Jerome's Collision Center for bringing you our intermission report. Yeah, check out the folks at Jerome's. Been doing it since 1975. They do more than fix your vehicle. Jerome's, get your car and your life back on the road. Call 701-852-5126. Schedule your collision repair or other service. Collision is Jerome's specialty. They value you and your car. Third period comes up next from the Starring Complex in Mandan. Man, buckle up. This is, if it's anything like the second, we're going to have a bumpy ride on the way home in this one. Period 3 comes up next here on the PSP Network.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Partner for commercial and business loans. We not only provide lending you need to grow your business, but we also reinvest in our communities. We believe in strengthening our businesses and creating opportunities for success. Choose Dakota Community Bank and Trust for your commercial and business loans, and together let's keep our communities thriving.
Serving the community, looking out for you. At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
All right, let's play period number 3. WDA Hockey on the PSP Network. Todd Darmrey's Mike Peluso. Luke and Landon Darmrey's producing, running the cameras for us. And we are underway in the third stanza. We haven't settled anything through 34 minutes. 17 minutes and some new ice, and here comes Legacy. Isaac Jerome tries the short side. Blockered away there by Cooper Anderson. Mandan sends it down. Legacy with the man advantage for 40 seconds left on that penalty. Olberg in the box for the Braves. Garley seams one across to Beckham. Out to the line. Johnson tracked that down to Raschke. Johnson to Jerome. Top to Raschke. Johnson. Beckham in the slot. Oh, one-timer. And Garley couldn't get anything on that. Jerome walks it down. Skate off the side of the cage. Beckham to Johnson, down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. We're back to even strength. Well, this was a problem, as last time this happened, Legacy kept it in the zone and ended up getting a goal. Not a power play goal. Mandan did a better job that time, clearing the zone, at least getting a change. Wheeling back in is Kyler Renz for the Sabres. Renz tosses it out front. Cooper Schwann couldn't get any wood on that. Legacy keeps it in, though, however, with Striebel. Renz battling, pinching in his Berger. Gabe has to play it. Mandan getting some zone time here early in the period. In the period, they're kind of keeping the momentum from the second period going here in the third stanza. Well, the bodies are tangled up. It looks like we've got the Bobcats and the LA Kings playing tonight with these uniforms.
It kind of does look like that. The only thing we're missing is the silver helmets.
Mandan still can't get it out of their own end. Now it looks like they're going to escape. Here comes Kraus. Tape to him. He burns and shoots. Oh, rebound!
Another big save there.
Crumweedy. As Mandan's Jackson Dringseth thought he had a rebound score. And Brody Crumweedy somehow got a piece of equipment on that. I can't wait for that Ryan Family Dealership replay. I was just about ready to say Mandan has answered the bell. Drinkson had a chance, a far post rebound off the shot from Kraus. Now Legacy pops it in deep. 4 minutes into period number 3. Liam Keller gets it back. And then he lost the handle. He had Mock streaking in with him. Tangled up at center with the Sabres. Mock turns and burns. Hertz joins the action. Legacy converges. Mock almost taken away there by Keller. Tried to center it out front. And get a cross check?
Yeah, Legacy's going to take one there.
Like Raschke. And man, if this is what the doctor ordered right here. How about this save right here on your Ryan Family Dealership replay for Brody Crumweedy? Watch this action. Mandan gets Kraus wheeling in, gets around the defense, puts one, rebound onto the stick of Drinkson, and there was Crumweedy. Mandan with the man advantage. Raschke off. Oh, now you get a chance. Anderson's going to have to come out of the cage to play it. Johnson was lurking shorthanded. Legacy has already tallied one shorthanded goal. Drinkson carries in. Wrapped around and out by Brody Berger. Braden Kraus back to get it. And here comes Ulberg. Weaving and leaving the biscuit that Legacy just sends right back down. 1:10 left in the man advantage. Kraus. Oh, good stick there by Mandan's Carter Hoon. And now there's going to be a delayed penalty. Coming up is Mandan's going off for a cross check.
Yeah, they're trading them off now. I'd like to see Mandan do a little bit better job of, again, when I said it earlier, when they're getting to the blue line, if they don't have the numbers, just put pucks in deep. Wait for your support to come in behind. They're turning a lot of pucks over, in kind of key areas. And that's going to cost you if you keep doing that.
Just kind of, like you said, just. They scored their first couple goals by just getting that puck in deep and outworking them instead of trying to get it fancy at the blue line.
Right. Yeah, just simplify a little bit. All of a sudden the game gets a lot easier.
4-on-4 for 43 seconds. Legacy goes to Esslinger. Comes across to Hoon. To Rude. Back to him. Rude. Bonding off the puck. Good play there by the D-man Ulberg. And Cooper Anderson lays down on it. 27 seconds left of 4-on-4. And then Legacy's going to have about a minute of the power play. I think this is where Legacy, you'd be tempted to get that Beckham Johnson line out there 4-on-4, but I think they're saving them for the man advantage if they can ever get it organized, right?
Right.
Keller will do what you just talked about a second ago, just dump it in. 4-on-4. Here comes Legacy. Johnson will just back up for 3, for 2, for 1, and now Legacy has the man advantage.
Now they'll get him out there.
Johnson will send it over to Raschke. Bow carries it in. Sets it up to Jerome. Jerome thought about it. Plays it over to Raschke. Back to him. Jerome, tried to send it out front. Garley tried to send it out front to Jerome, who was in the slot, and now it goes into the Mandan bench. You see Olberg out there, communicate. That's the one part about hockey that you don't give enough credence to is the amount of communication that it takes. Just on every single play.
It's crazy. I mean, and I try to tell, especially our young guys in the youth program right now, you got to be verbal because it just helps everybody around you know where you're at, what's going on. You can be eyes for them, and honestly, and I'm sure you've heard this from Lane Sedeby, I mean, the biggest eyes on the hockey rink is the goaltender. So if you got a goaltender back there directing traffic, it makes the game 10 times easier. And Ryan Farragher was a great goaltender in his own, and I coached him a little bit with the Bobcats, and he was extremely vocal back there. I mean, he was telling defensemen, "Hey, you got a guy behind you." He's seeing the whole rink, and that's so huge if you can get guys to buy into that and figure that out.
And get First International Bank and Trust timeout on the ice. Full service, independent, community-owned, family-owned independent community bank, founded in 1910, serving rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. Interesting time for a TO, I guess.
I think he just wants to get them reorganized here, kind of, maybe give a couple guys a little bit extra breather to make a push here for the last 10 and a half. But, Mandan's just got to simplify a little bit. I think if they, stick to what worked for them, and that's, getting pucks down low and getting on the forecheck, they'll have some success. But they've been a little flat-footed. I did catch a rumor when I went down in between periods and intermission. They do have a few young men that are running fevers right now, and that stuff's going through everything right now. So, I'm sure they're feeling a little bit of that as well.
Johnson caught some iron. He sniped one off the pipe. Legacy of 15 seconds on the man advantage. One-timer. Oh, save for Anderson off the one-time shot there from Harrison Johnson. Raschke back to the line. Johnson again steps into the dot, fires. Oh, looking for the far post. Nobody there to clean up a rebound. Pad save. Another one-timer. Jerome bangs one in. Out of the box came Walker. And Mandan is killed off. The 5th Legacy power play tonight.
Oh, too many men. Oh,
that was close.
Yeah, Legacy got away with one there.
Cooper Schwann battling there against Grayson Krause. Right out front, shoot, score! Isaac Jerome. Man, he's had some chances tonight. And he finally tickles the back of net. And that's Isaac Jerome's first goal of the season. It's your Ryan Family Dealership replay. This is Legacy working in deep. Oh, and then they get it out to Jerome. And he buried it.
I'd say right now, if Mandan didn't have bad luck, they wouldn't have any at all right now. That's just kind of how it's been going for them. And that sequence could have easily been a too many men on the ice call, for Legacy, and it turns into a goal. But again, you just got to shake it off and get after it here for the last 10.
Yeah, still just a one-goal game. I get it. You were up 3-0. Oh, there's a chance for Braden Krause. Tried to slam one past Crumweedy. Legacy will carry it out with their D-man Berger. Stick the side by Anderson. And Renz throws it back. Played behind his own cage by Olberg. Out to Walker. Just pops it out to neutral ice. Under 9 to play in the game. Legacy has come cruising back. They were down 3-0. Now they lead 4-3. Olberg stretches one to Drinkson, and Jackson couldn't stay on side. And now you look up and the shots are 24-15 in favor of Legacy.
Yeah, they've opened it up. They started off a little bit slow, but they started to kind of get their momentum there in the second period, and they've carried it into the third here. And, Mandan's going to have to dig down here and try to find a little extra in the tank and put a good push on here for the last 8.5.
Just another one-goal game between these two clubs. 5 of the last 8 played between Legacy and Mandan have been one-goal affairs. Legacy won both regular season matchups last year against Mandan before the Mandan Braves beat them in the state qualifying game. There's a whistling shot for Ben Garley, looking for the hat trick. That one went high and wide. Mandan tried to play it in. Legacy looks to outlet. Hoon tips it ahead to Streibel. On the far wall, onto the stick now of Keller. Gets it to Mock. Mandan. Oh! Ben Mock!
Yeah, you never know.
Shoots and scores!
I think we're going to get some fireworks now. This is going to make for an interesting ending of this hockey game.
And the guy leading Mandan in points just tallied one from near the blue line. Watch this. Looks innocent enough. A little bit of a screen. Oh, what a shot.
Yep. I don't know if I'm not sure if it deflected off that D-man or not, but again, anytime you throw a puck to the net, it's got a chance, and you try to tell kids that all the time, just, especially in that situation. I mean, they were outnumbered, so you want to get the puck in deep, and, he threw it in on net, and guess what? He's got a goal to his credit.
Ben Mock with the unassisted goal. And Mandan offside. Ben Mock with his 3rd goal of the season. He's got 5 assists. I'll make it 6 assists as he's got a goal and an assist tonight. So up to 9 points, team high for the Braves. And don't look now, it's 4-4.
Yeah, we're almost, well, somehow if somebody wins this hockey game, we're going to hit our 9.
It's getting to be 9. How does it always happen? It is unbelievable. In the first 10 minutes of this thing looked like, there's going to be like 1 goal the whole game. Oh, Beckham. From just outside the face-off dots, cranks one into the glove of Cooper Anderson. Well, now which goalie's going to make a save?
Yeah,
there's going to be some chances.
Right, it's going to come down to that. I mean, both these kids got to look at it as, hey, it's 0-0. You know what? If I stop them all, we're going to win a hockey game.
That goes up in the netting.
And both teams should be looking at it. It's a one-shot hockey game right now too. So don't be afraid to throw pucks in on net because, as we just saw, anything can go in.
Oh, shot there for Harrison Johnson again. Anderson got a piece of it. Now Beckham. He will fire. Oh, Cooper Anderson closes up the 5-hole. Now we mentioned the 12th all-time meeting is tonight between the Braves and the Sabres. Met the last 2 years in the WDA state qualifiers, each team winning 1. Here's that latest shot here for Beckham. Good save there for Cooper Anderson in your Ryan Family Dealership replay. Now Legacy won the 2 regular season matchups last year, 4-2 and 4-3, before Mandan won the state qualifier 4-2 at the Mesa last year to advance to the state tournament, where Mandan went 1-2, finishing 6th place. Won an overtime game against Davies in the consolation semifinals, did the Braves last year. Mock tried to slip it in front to Skalski. Legacy, puck tipped. Carter Madison couldn't find it. And now it's just dropped in there by Cooper Schwann. 6 minutes to play in the contest. Well, this harkens me back to as Ben Mock carries in. Gets around the defense. Oh, tried to center it. Barrett couldn't get to the right spot for that pass to connect. Now, this reminds me of a game that Lane Sedevy and I did right here at the Starion a couple years ago, where it was like, wait a minute, Legacy's dominating, and then all of a sudden Mandan pops one in and wins the game.
Right. Now, it's going to boil down to whoever takes care of the puck a little bit better. I mean, it really is. Somebody's going to cough one up or put a puck where they shouldn't, you know, or try to make a play where they shouldn't, and it's going to cost you. So if you take care of it, usually the puck takes care of you in the end.
And here comes Walker. He's got 2 goals on the night. Twisted to his backhand. Taken away by Berger. Oh, Roos out in front. Walker gets it on his stick and just plays it in deep. Berger, his pass tipped. Now Gabe holds the line. Walker tries to keep it in. Kraus playing it. Cooper Schwann. Oh, bodies collide at the blue line in the entry of the Mandan D zone. There's a chance for Kraus. Braden tried to slip a pass to a streaking Jackson Drinkson. Legacy right back. They put it on the tape of Streibel. And Fleck is back to play it for Mandan. 4-4 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life's busy. They make managing money easy. Find the good folks at BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Oh, weaving through traffic is Beckham. And he puts one in front. Oh, and Garley, looking for his own hat trick, is stymied. Hertz backhands it in for Mandan. Skalski tried to center it out front. And now at the side of the cage, Mandan tried to jam one in. Good action, back and forth we go here at the Starion. Now a loose puck dangling near Garley again. Mandan can't escape. Beckham out to the line. Berger shot redirected. Just wide. Sent out in front. Raschke pinching in. He tries to center it. That hit the skates of Skalski. As Legacy had some guys going off on a change, no support, but Mandan gives it right back to the Sabres. Hertz taps it to Berger. Sent in deep for Jerome. He's got Rude with him. Looking for Madison. Out in the blue paint. Cooper Anderson didn't see that when he was looking over his other shoulder. And Mandan gets it out to center momentarily, and the Sabres will be offside. Everybody's on pins and needles.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, I always view these games from a coaching standpoint, and I just about imagine how both benches feel at the moment, you know, because again, you're waiting for somebody to make a mistake is what everybody's waiting for.
Coaches Winkle and Cheetah, the Mandan bench. Coaches Farragher and Davison on the Legacy bench. Legacy misfires on an outlet. Now it's tipped ahead by Jerome. Anderson out of the blue paint to play it. Ben Mock throws it as Garley knocks it back in. Mandan's having a hard time getting out of their own zone all of a sudden. Barrett wheels it out to center. That hits a skate. Oh, here comes Liam Keller. Keller leaves it for Mock. Oh, and a high shot into the netting. Good stick by Legacy to get that into the alley.
It's a good play. I mean, it's, again, you just want to make sure that you're not putting a puck where you don't want it right now. And you cough one up somewhere, it's usually going to end up in the back of your net.
This has the feel, I mean, of all the weird things that have happened tonight, this thing's going to sail right through the overtime session, Mike, and we're going to a shootout tonight.
What do you think, eh? All right. You never know.
It just has that feel to me. Beckham thinking otherwise. Tried to center it to Garley. Patted away there by Cooper Anderson. Back out to Raschke. Oh, redirected out in front. Dangerous play there as Harrison Johnson tried to tip it.
Uh-oh.
Now there's a penalty coming. Oh,
bad time to take one right now.
Alberg puts the wand in the back of Harrison Johnson. Let's see if we can get your Ryan Family Dealership replay. Yeah, you saw the very tail end of it right there. Arm went up. Let's see if we can cycle that through again so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, watch right out in front. Yeah. Well,
unfortunately, that's a penalty in 2025. 1992, that was licensed to do whatever you wanted.
Yeah,
that was right of passage there.
They had Mandan's Fleck backing Beckham into the blue paint. Cooper Anderson taking exception to it as 2 minutes for the cross check. Ulberg is off for Mandan. Legacy is on their 6th power play of the night, and they do not have a power play goal to show for it. What a time would it be now with 1:43 to play in the game, but Mandan escapes the zone. Legacy comes into the contest just 6 of 26, now 6 of 31 on the power play. About 15% with the man advantage are the Sabres. As Garley on the doorstep off the shot from Isaac Jerome. Now, we've done quite a few Legacy games. This is the best game I've seen Isaac Jerome play.
Yeah, no, he's playing really well tonight. Very, very poised with the puck, making some nice plays. You know, he's had a few chances too. I mean, I know he's got one, but he's had multiple chances.
Well, is Legacy going to pop one in here in the final 1:23 of regulation, or are we heading this baby to overtime? Mandan on the kill. They're going to bottle it up in front. Walker tried to get it out of the zone. Kraus battling. Raschke has possession. Down deep to Beckham. Tried to one-time it to Johnson, and now it skips over Raschke's stick. Mandan got it out.
Just enough.
1 minute. And here comes Berger. Oh, check that. It's Jerome, I beg your pardon. Leaves it for Garley. Garley to the high slot. Exchanges with Raschke. Isaac Jerome looking for the near side high corner. And a blocker save for Cooper Anderson with 34.8 seconds remaining. High drama at the Starion.
We've had a little everything.
It's been a good hockey game.
Yeah, no, it actually has been. I mean, it was very well played in the first, a little bit kind of goofy in the second. It's been, for the most part, a pretty good period in the third.
Yeah.
So.
Legacy took a lead. Mandan answered. Big draw here. Kind of stalemated, but Legacy will control. Raschke to Johnson. Quick wrister. He's got a heavy shot, does Harrison Johnson. Turning and burning there is Jerome. Down deep to Beckham. 15 seconds left in regulation. Harrison Johnson tried to seam it. Isaac Jerome, shoot! And it hit traffic out front.
That's a big clear.
And that is gonna do it.
We're going to overtime.
Bonus.
Why wouldn't we?
Bonus hockey tonight on the PSP Network. How about that? Legacy will still have 6 seconds of power play, but that probably won't matter as we're going to go to overtime. And if that doesn't settle it, then we'll go to a shootout. That was my Nostradamus declaration as this baby's heading to a shootout tonight.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how'd you handle doing all the numbers in between the first and second period? I mean, you did a good job. You got it done.
Yeah, well, yeah. I had to.
I was impressed, too, that you were able to pick out the percentage on that power play. It'd take me 4 calculators and an eraser to figure that one out.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I'm not a numbers guy.
All right, fans, 4-4 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. End of regulation. We'll come back with overtime tonight from the Starion Sports Complex in Mandan. This is WDA Hockey on the PSP Network.
Is proudly brought to you by
So much for the 3 minutes they put on the clock. Minute and a half of that, they said, let's play overtime. And here we go. Mandan is back to full strength. Legacy's now 0 for 6 with the man advantage. And we will play an 8-minute overtime session as Legacy in the Mandan end. Send it around the end wall. Brody Berger at the line. That's tipped. Garley on the far wing. Now to Mandan's Ulberg. Pinching in is Blaze Miller. Wraps it back down to Beckham. Beckham centers it, and they shoot and score!
I don't know if that actually went all the way in.
Yeah, there was a bit of lobbying there from Ulberg and Cooper Anderson. And Legacy has erased a 3-goal deficit as the Zebras are still conferring here. They haven't put it on the scoreboard yet, Mike. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, from our vantage point, obviously we couldn't see it go in, but they're pretty. And where the puck's still sitting, it's not in the net.
Well, let's get your Ryan family.
Oh, they call it a goal.
I mean, the ref was. I mean, the official was right there. He pointed.
Yeah,
so he had to see something. You would think, but.
Yeah, it's been an interesting one. We've had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you got that right. We will end this one in overtime. Legacy on the road has picked up a W. They'll get the extra point tonight. Legacy will get 2 points with the overtime win, and Mandan will get the 1 point tonight. Okay, here's your Ryan Family Dealership replays. Take a look at this. As there goes Beckham, who had it in deep. Gets it out front to guess who? Harrison Johnson.
That ref didn't have that good a vantage point on that one.
Yeah, let's cycle that through again.
Interesting.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, fans. Well, that was a doozy. We called it at the pregame, and we said these two teams have a way of playing hockey games that go down to the wire, and they did exactly that tonight. We'll recap it as our planning team financial advisors. Shots Crossroads postgame show comes up next. A final score on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. It is Legacy 5, Mandan 4, Sabres victorious in overtime tonight.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Break.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
Strange things afoot one more time at the Starion Complex in Mandan. Legacy victorious in overtime. 5-4 tonight is the final on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. This is our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. There's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, there is. It was, you know what? It was a great game to do because it was just, there was something happening every second, and it was never a dull moment.
Yeah, and I mean, there's, 0 for 6 and 10 power plays.
Right.
1 power play goal, and then just shenanigans.
Yeah, and there was all kinds of goofy stuff. But, you know, it was, you knew something like that was going to happen. I mean, it was just, and again, I said when, I don't remember, it was 3-1. I said, whoever scores next is going to win the hockey game, and that actually turned out to be true. So you could just kind of see the momentum shifting, and, you know, Mandan was running out of gas a little bit, and a couple bad bounces, unfortunately, for them, and they ended up on the wrong side of that one.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Mandan, you go back to the first period and said, guys, we were flying in that first period. Second period, Legacy, for a lot of intents after Mandan got up 3-0, Legacy dominated the action. So then you look at that. And then, you know, I thought when Legacy went ahead 4-3, she's over.
Right.
But then, hey, Mandan answered.
Yep.
And got that goal from Ben Mock from the blue line. And then it was a stalemate.
Right. And, you know, again, I'm going more towards the Mandan side of things because I pay more attention to it right now. But, you know, they're a young hockey team, and they're trying to figure things out, and they're learning. And, you know, a game like that is a game you can really use as a coach to try and explain to them how important it is, you know, to take care of all the little aspects of the hockey game, because it can come back to you. You know, you make one mistake, it can cost you the hockey game. And unfortunately, like I said earlier, they didn't have, you know, bad luck tonight. They didn't have any, and that was certainly the case. And, you know, we're still not 100% certain that puck crossed the red line on the goal. I mean, it was really hard to see, and they were pretty adamant that it didn't. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, Legacy gets the win.
All right, couple things we got to do here, Mike, before we sign off for the night. First up, it's our move of the game tonight. We'll get to a BNC scoreboard update, get your MVP, our schedule for the holiday weeks here upcoming. First, it's our move of the game brought to you by Spas, etc. Man, if you're looking for a spa, a hot tub, a game for your rec room, you find that at Spas Etc. Their massive inventory, their next level sales team can get that new spa into your home at Spas Etc. And yeah, we like this goal right from the beginning. Probably the prettiest goal of the night. We'll turn over in the Mandan end, and all of a sudden you had Harrison Johnson wheeling in and put it on the tape of Ben Garley. We'll let that cycle back through so you can see the entire thing here. But yeah, there was, here's the play. Johnson sends it over to Garley one-timer, and they beat Cooper Anderson. Nice play for the Legacy Sabres.
Yeah, it had a little bit of Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl feel to it. You know, you just held on to the puck really nice, waited for the defenseman to open up, and you know, made no mistake by one-timing it, and just very pretty goal, especially for a high school hockey player.
Yeah, especially shorthanded as well, as Legacy was down a man at the time. So Shorty got Mandan, or got Legacy going. And that's your Spas Etc. move of the game tonight. Spas Etc. Yeah, let their sales team help you find the perfect spa, sauna, hot tub, or game for your rec room. That's at Spas Etc. Yeah, if you're wondering all the goals tonight, Mandan gets tallies from Brady Barrett, 2 from Adam Walker, and Ben Mock have the goals tonight for the Mandan Braves. Legacy gets 2 from Ben Garley, 2 from Harrison Johnson, and the goal from Isaac Jerome is the 5th tally tonight for the Legacy Sabres. All right, fans, our schedule this week is limited now for the rest of the week, as we had a triple header of high school hockey tonight for you. Also at Velva and Berthold in basketball. We're off the rest of the week. And then we'll come back after the Christmas holiday with our, I don't even have it in my postgame here, but we got the Winter Classic from West Fargo, December 29th and 30th. We'll have all the outdoor games from West Fargo. We'll have the Mandan, or not the Mandan game, the Legacy game, the Century game, and the Minot games from the Winter Classic in West Fargo. We'll have the Mandan Holiday Tournament as well next week. All right, last thing for us. I got to do the stats. First brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. 5-4, there's your final number, is in overtime. Legacy gets the W. Sabres outshoot Mandan 32-17. Crumwoody has the 13 saves tonight. Cooper Anderson with 27 saves, and then Legacy 0 for 6 with the man advantage. And Mandan 1 for 4 tonight. There's your numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. All right, Mike, last thing for us. It's our MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips. They keep you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. And, hey, GW's.
Pretty hard to deny those ones, especially in an overtime hockey game.
Overtime hockey game, game winner. Again, there's that replay. Like we said, tough to see. Beckham makes the play, sends it out front. Johnson whacking at it from our vantage point. When we get to the postseason, we will have the goalie cam in full effect on the PSP network.
Definitely used it on
Could have used it on that one. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Hard to tell from that vantage point.
So hard to tell.
There's the game winner. Well, the official came in, was, at the end, was adamant that he saw something that was over the goal line.
Right. The thing I question is, you got the goalie's pads are black, his skates are black, the puck's black. I don't know. Hard to say if it went in for sure or not. But again, at the end of the day, it goes in the goal. It looks like a dangle in the paper. That's what I was used to say.
Ben Garley gets a couple goals tonight. He's got 12 in the season now, and Harrison Johnson ends the night with a couple goals and an assist this evening as well, so he's this point machine right now. There's your game MVP, the senior and the captain, Harrison Johnson tonight, the game winner for the Legacy Sabres.
Did we ever get a final in the Century game?
You know what? Let me effort that before we sign off for the night. It was 2-1 when we did the live look-in, and so I absolutely will do that as part of our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. If the score feed app is going to cooperate.
Yeah, it's a little slow tonight.
Well, Minot's, the final there was 9-0 over Bismarck. That was the game at Wachter. Jamestown has defeated Botno 3-2. And last but not least, of course, Legacy winning 5-4. We already knew that one. They're not cycling it through.
Boy, that's a rough one for us. Should have picked one of those games.
Well, how can it not be reporting? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, do I dare do a live look in? They've probably been done for a half hour.
Yeah, maybe they left the score up on there.
I'm not going to do it. Last report, Dickinson was leading Century 2-1. All right, fans, that'll put a wrap on it tonight. Boy, thanks for joining us. What a night here from Mandan. Thanks to our post-game sponsors, Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. And within that post-game, you had your Spas Etc. move of the game, the 2-on-1 shorthanded goal from Harrison Johnson to Garley. And the game winner is your MVP tonight. That's Harrison Johnson. A couple goals for him tonight for the Legacy Sabres. And that will do it for us. All right, great job by the team tonight. Landon Domrys and Luke Domrys are on the camera producing for us. For my partner, Mike Peluso, Todd Domrys repeating your final score in overtime. Legacy gets the extra point tonight, 5-4 over the Mandan Braves. And that's a wrap from the Starion Sports Complex in Mandan. Happy holidays, everybody, until after the Christmas break. So long from the Starion Bank Complex in Mandan.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Break.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Buchanans, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except